Hello everyone, myself Dr. Kompal, an assistant professor from MERI College. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to cover up a concept from the area of finance, that is capital asset pricing model, which is also referred to as CAPM model. Capital asset pricing model has been given by William Sharps, who says that security return is dependent only and only on one factor, that is your market return. How come? Before going on to that part, let's just understand first that why there is a need to study capital asset pricing model. An investor, before making an investment, he is concerned with the two things. Number one, that is your risk level, and number two, that is the return level. Risk level, that means the amount of risk he is going to bear with that investment, and the amount of return that he is going to generate from that investment. Talking about the risk level, we can classify it into the two categories. Number one, that is your systematic risk, which is also denoted by the symbol beta. Second one is your unsystematic risk. What is the systematic risk? Systematic risk refers to that level of risk which has to be beared by a firm or a business and that exists outside the business environment. For example, you have interest rate, inflation rate, market rate. That this type of risk is not under the control of a business or a firm, and it's a non-diversifiable risk. Talking about the another type of risk, that is your unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk refers to that level of risk that bears due to the factors that lies within the business environment. For example, financial risk, business risk, they are the examples of your unsystematic risk. We are concerned with the first level of risk, that is beta in case of capital asset pricing model. Moving on to the second part, that is your return level. Capital asset pricing model gives us this return level. How come? It gives us the expected return on a security, which is denoted by the symbol E in brackets RI. That is expected return on a security, which is generated by an equation. That is RF plus beta Rm minus Rf. How much return an investor is going to earn by investing in a security? That return level, that expectations of the investor is calculated by capital asset pricing model. Now deriving this equation, suppose there was Mr. X who came up to me and told me that he has the savings of rupees 1 lakh with him. He wants to invest his money and he was seeking out for the options. 1 lakh as savings. I gave him an option that you can invest your money of rupees 1 lakh in the bank. So he asked me that what amount of return I'll be going to earn from the bank. I told him you can earn a return of 4% from the bank by investing into the FDs or saving account. It's just an example. I'm just assuming a figure. So will it be the risk-free rate or the risky rate? Investing into the bank or the government securities or into the FDs or savings account, the amount of return or the rate of return we generate from there, that is always a risk-free rate. So this 4% is your risk-free rate, whose beta is always equals to 0. When we started up a class, I told you about the systematic risk, which was denoted by the symbol beta. That's the beta we are talking about. That means when we are making up an investment into the bank, its risk level will always be equals to 0. That is why beta ki value will be 0. Now he asked me that I'm not satisfied somewhere. I need to earn more amount of return. I have seen people surrounded me like who have been earning a good rate of return these days. but you are giving me hardly 4% from the bank. Can you have any other option? I told him that yes, you have another option. You can go into the market, go for the share market, from where you will get the market return, which is denoted by the symbol R subscript M. Now, market return will give you 5%. Will you be interested? He said, no, not at all. Why I'll be investing in the market when I'm getting hardly 5%? You are asking me to move from the risk-free asset to the risky asset, and you're giving me hardly a margin of 1% extra. That's it. I'll not be interested. I gave him the option 6% or 7%, but he seems to be dissatisfied. Then I gave him an option of, how about 15%? He straight away said, yes, I'll be ready to invest into the market. Reason being, now he is getting 15%. He said to me that 4% which you were giving me as the rate of return from the bank securities, right? Keep that 4%. I'll be taking 4% from you for sure. 4% के अलावा आप मुझे कितना extra दोगे for investing into the market? I told him that you can get an extra of 11%. So when he went out for the market, how did the 15% came out? Return of market. That is 4%. He said to me, Mr. X said to me, 4% तो मैं आपसे लूंगा ही लूंगा, वो तो सेपरेट रख दो. उसके अलावा आप मुझे और कितना एक्स्ट्रा रिटर्न कमा कर दोगे by moving from the risk-free asset to the risky asset. So I gave him an extra return of 11%. This 11% is also known as your risk premium. Risk premium means the extra rate of return that investor was expecting from me for moving from the risk-free asset to the risky asset. Or in other words, it's 4% plus, how did we got this 11%? It's 15 minus 4%. 15% was RM. And 4% was RF. Now, he was like again dissatisfied from me. He said, I still want to earn some more rate of return. Give me a higher rate of return. I'm still not satisfied with your investment options like investing into the bank or investing into the market. Then I gave him the third option. That was that you can make your investment into a company. In market, you have a company. In the market, you have the company TCS. When we are talking about investing into the market, its beta is always equals to 1. That means the risk level for investing into the market, which is measured by the beta, that is always 1. But now I gave the third option for investing into the TCS. TCS में the beta will be 1.2, and I gave him the option again that you can invest into the TCS whose beta is equals to 1.2, and they will give you the rate of return as 15%. Are you going to invest in TCS? He straight away said no to me. Why so? He gave me a reason. You are asking me to increase the level of risk from 1 to 1.2. In market, I was getting beta as 1. Then in case of TCS, I'll be bearing the risk level of 1.2. You are asking me to increase my risk level, but you are not increasing my return level. I'll be getting the same rate of return. No, I'm not going for TCS. I'll be investing in the market only. I'll be investing in TCS if you give me a higher rate of return. I asked him, you tell me your rate of return. So you tell me what will be your required rate of return for investing into the TCS company. He said, my required rate of return will be that I'll be taking 4%. That's for sure. That's a risk-free rate जो मुझे बैंक में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने से भी मिल रहा था. बैंक में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने से भी मुझे 4% मिल रहा था. उसके अलावा आप मुझे एक्स्ट्रा रिटर्न कितना कमा कर दोगे फ्रॉम द TCS कंपनी. दैट मीन्स वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द रिस्क प्रीमियम. नाउ लुक एट दिस थिंग. When we moved from 0 to 1, that means when we increased our risk level from 0 to 1, our risk premium was 11%. Mr. X charged extra return for getting the or for bearing the higher level of risk. He charged extra of 11%. When my beta rose up to 1.2, now how much extra return he is going to charge from me for investing into the TCS? It will be 11 multiplied by 1.2. That makes 13.2. So 13.2 represents the extra rate of return that Mr. X is going to charge for investing into the higher risk level of a company, that is TCS. So his required rate of return in TCS will be 4% plus 13.2%. That makes 17.2% is the rate of return that he is going to make in the TCS company. Now, coming on back to the equation. The equation was, I told you that we are going to derive the capital asset pricing model equation. 4% represents RF. 13.2, how did we got that? It was 11 multiplied by 1.2. 1.2 was the beta of TCS company. 11% was, how did we got that? 15 minus 4%. Okay, 15% was rate of return from the market minus your 4% was risk-free rate. And this is your required rate of return when you are investing in the TCS company. And that proves one more thing of capital asset pricing model, that the return of TCS company depends only and only on one factor, that is your market return. If beta is positive, that means the security return and market return, they both moves in the same direction. If beta is negative, that means security return and market return both moves in the opposite direction. That proves the capital asset pricing model equation by William Sharpe, that security return is affected by one factor, that is your market return. Thank you all. Have a nice day.